For some weeks now, many Colombians have been protesting on the streets, and many people outside Colombia have been wondering what's going on. Recently, we have seen that the congressman for the Colombian diaspora, Juan David Velez, made a video where he claimed that most of these protesters were violent vandalists who were destroying the cities and who belonged to some terrorist organizations. And in fact, some of these individuals, a very minor group, indeed are criminals who are killing cops and destroying the streets. But the 99% of those protesters are people who are basically protesting because their basic rights have been violated. The recent tax reform made it clear that the government had the intent of taxing people beyond their reach, beyond their ability to pay, because they have no jobs and they have no money to pay for their basic needs. So most of these people are protesting not because of any ideological objective or principle. They're protesting basically because they don't have anything to eat. So the main idea here for you guys to understand is that these Colombian protesters, they're basically asking to access to better opportunities. They want to have access to what other people have access to. And when we look at the facts, we have about 10% of the Colombian population outside Colombia, meaning that we have about 6 million people, or about 5.4 million people outside Colombia, that Colombia in a way has expelled because of the lack of opportunities. And these are young entrepreneurs, young individuals, families who have run away from Colombia either because of economic reasons or for security purposes. Now, what we want as a Colombian society is to have a more equal society and for people to have access to opportunities that any country should be able to guarantee. So we all should understand outside Colombia that this is not a game about any political or ideological intent to destroy Colombia. The main idea here is that we have a problem, that we have a situation that needs to be solved, and the government needs to listen. Recently, President Iván Duque made a video explaining what is going on and basically arguing that what's behind the protesters are some political leaders who are igniting the political revolt and igniting the political revolution, which is in fact untrue and irresponsible to say. So we have to set the record straight here and tell the international community that yes, we have political unrest in Colombia, but this is not really because of one man's fault. There's a bunch of political aspects that have contributed to this issue right now, and many years of governments not listening to their people. So right now is the opportunity for President Iván Duque and his party to listen to people, to sit down at the table, and to really, really understand the needs of the people so that protesters can feel that the government is really listening to them. It's about time people are listened to, that the basic rights are upheld, and that we as a Colombian society can move forward. And I'm making this video basically explaining to everybody what's going on in Colombia so that everybody outside understands what's going on from a different perspective rather than a biased and single-sided version that sometimes pollutes the environment even more.